Bitcoin, Ethereum and BNB on the very beginning of 2023 versus dollar and into the future. What's going on? I will show you developments on a 3-day chart that is giving us short, medium and kind of a long-term perspective. So let's dive into it. We will start off with Bitcoin. Much can be said, but in reality it's not needed. We are living in a downtrend that is not changing the direction. Support, spill, huge 2 points of resistance. Now we are on our way to maybe make another one, because this could be pointing to this, right? A move into the resistance line and rejection if it don't come even earlier. Maybe from this point, because we are having low volatility, we don't even make it to that point. We will see. What's left to say is that this line is a huge resistance line on Bitcoin. Now when talking about lines of support and resistance, this one is sticking to my eyes. At this moment, not only it was a support here, here and here, after the FTX break to the downside, it showed the resistance. So just remember this level, 18,292. It could make big problems again, like it was making it here in the middle of last month. Now, I believe something big is happening, either move to that line of resistance here or here on I don't know where because of this low volatility and falling volume, or we are going from this point lower. We will see. My general bearish assumption on Bitcoin is still connected to just one thing, and that's simple moving average of 21 that is pointing to the downside. And in all of this bearish, let's say, behavior of 21 MA, we are again below this moving average. Here we try to reclaim the place above it, but during this FTX collapse, we again are below it. Therefore, don't be foolish. Yes, it could go bullish. Yes, we can break this 21 MA and go into the bull moon, but this is not a current indication. Let's break for the first stepping stone besides those levels that I mentioned. $17,106 where this moving average is standing, and then let's talk bullish. Until then, it's bearish, at least in my books. Now this was the king. What will the prince say? Yes, we will find out that right now. On Ethereum versus dollar, the situation is pretty similar, although the chart doesn't look exactly the same. Not even taking into account this high of $3,500, we are talking on this few months. It's downward spiral. Downtrend is established. We had very significant and very easy to spot on lower highs. 1, 2. Will there be 3? It's possible. Similar story as with Bitcoin. After we are met with the resistance in the coming days, weeks, we could plunge even lower. That's the risk you gotta take if you decide to trade invest in this coin, Ethereum. By the way, I absolutely love it, have it, and so on and so forth. But we gotta discuss what's happening today. We don't talk in ultra bullish manner all the time. Reality is the game, not hypenization, like many channels on YouTube are doing. We are not that kind of a channel. What worries me even more is this upward sloping line of support that we are always with, let's say it, hard effort are holding. Right now, as you are watching this video, we are again at that line. 1202, where we stand today, is around that level that this supportive line is holding. If we break it, well, it could get ugly. So this kind of chart in reality is not showing me any sign of strength. We could be breaking into the downside in coming days. To reaffirm what I just said, versus Ethereum, I will again put this 21 moving average on the 3-day chart, which will show us exactly what you need to do right now. And that is nothing. Number one, here it proved its worth regarding the resistance. We had that mini rally, bumped into the 21 MA and are now below it after that crash. Now, what's next? Unfortunately, regarding what I just said, the price prediction is to the downside, and I believe the lows of July of last year could be tested very, very soon. This is not a super long-term analysis, because I am super bullish on Ethereum. But in the meantime, let's stick to the reality and the facts. That will be also the case on BNB versus dollar. So let's dive in. Now, BNB is always, let's say, it's stronger than the others. At this point, it's not showing us signs of strength. Even BNB is plunging in a downward spiral. And at the moment, since November of last year, it's plunging very, very fast. Now you can see that we are consolidating until we are met again with this arrow. And at that point, it could get ugly again. Here we started the downtrend, here confirmed it, and the story goes on. Again, as with Ethereum and Bitcoin, what will happen when we touch this line of resistance? The arrow of death. I'm being dramatic, but you know what I mean. You decide. Yes, it's a possibility that we break to the upside, but if you follow the trend, it will be to the downside. If at any point we get that bump to the upside, this is the level you must respect, $265. Just look how significant it was as a supporting price for months. Now this cannot go unnoticed, and you can break through support like this. Yes, you can, but in reality, let's not count on it. Some BNB is not looking good. The interest is getting lower and lower, so that means that a big move is coming. We are faced with a huge resistance. And well, of course we are below 21 MA. That is currently standing at $277. But we are now so low beneath it, we got rejected here, that it's just a matter of time that we touch it. Yes, maybe that jerk to the upside is the thing that we need to get another throwback to the downside. With BNB and any of those three mega kings in the crypto space, I will remain my bearish narrative, because I believe is the right one. I could be wrong at any time, but that is not the point of the video. Have a narrative, respect it, and don't go against it if you really don't have any clue of the opposite direction. And if this wasn't enough for you, follow me into the next one that will be on the screen right now.